Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very
much. Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Welcome to another edition of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I am your host, Manager Marty. So glad to be here today. Y'all know we have a lot of business of boxing to discuss this afternoon or this evening for some of you. We're here live and live in color. I'm so excited to be here today. As always, I love when I get the opportunity to interact with each and every last one of you and talk boxing. Yeah, we're going to talk about the sport of boxing and the business of boxing. So I welcome each and every last one of you who are joining us live and live in color once again. I welcome you. If you are watching the replay of this live, thank you for your contribution and investing your time. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world today, but you chose to be here with me today. It's the middle of the week for some of us, and I say some of us because we have viewership that support this channel and view this channel and view this podcast all around the world in other countries. So, of course, we are on several different time zones. And so, middle of the week, we covered a lot of ground thus far since Saturday evening's event between David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. And we're here now. Salute to everybody that's acknowledging me in the chat. I see you. So we're going to talk about Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. We're going to sprinkle some talking points on that fight. No prediction just yet. No breakdown, not yet. But the business aspect of that fight and obviously what happens to the winner of that fight. And the reason why we're going to talk about that today is because there's been interviews circulating all over YouTube where Bill Haney, the father and one of the trainers of Devin Haney, has publicized his interest in Devin fighting Mario Barrios and or Keith Thurman. Now, we know both of these fighters compete at the 147-pound division, the welterweight division, where the fight between Devin Haney and Regis Prograis will take place, as we all know, in the junior welterweight division, 140 pounds. So we're going to talk about that. That's on the menu today. We're also going to talk about PBC's announcement that's coming soon. As I mentioned to you all yesterday, we were going to talk about that. This is open panel, by the way. That's why you see the link at the top of the chat. I always fly the kite out there. I want us to have a discussion about PBC announcement very soon, the new deal that they possibly have already inked already, the platforms, etc. Let's talk about that. We got to talk about it. I told y'all yesterday before we went off the air that we were going to definitely pick that back up and talk about that. And we got to talk about what's next for David Benavidez. Does he deserve to fight Canelo Alvarez? Is Canelo Alvarez ducking David Benavidez? Don't answer all at once, because we're going to chop it all down later on in the segment. But those are questions that we need answers, basically. Is Canelo Alvarez scared to fight David Benavidez? Does David Benavidez pose a legitimate threat to Canelo Alvarez? We have to talk about all of those things. But before we do, right, salute everybody once again in the chat. Salute. I see you. We got to talk about that. Definitely got to talk about it. Before we do, though, we have to start this segment off the right way. Y'all know we do our Town Watch check-ins. Y'all know that already. Ain't no point of playing no games with it. Y'all know how we do. We're going to get to that in just 1 second. Let me take care of something real quick. Take care of something real quick. Yeah, I just had to check something, y'all. As the viewership is increasing exponentially, thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your time. Listen, let's get into it. We got to get into this right now. We got to get into these topics because, it's a lot of hearsay going on. And we got to deal with some of the tactics that's being used when we're talking about promoting fights. And I'm referring to Devin Haney, Regis Prograis, but also Devin Haney versus Mario Barrios. Devin Haney versus Keith Thurman. This is what we've been hearing. This is what we have been hearing. and interviews with Bill Haney, and we have to talk about that. We have to, because both of those fighters are 147 pounds. So we got to talk about that. We got to. We have to. But before we do all of that, let's get into our Town Watch check-in real quick. Let's just do this real quick. We got a lot of boxing to cover tonight. The business and the sport of boxing. I need the energy to flow though. Energy got to flow. Got to get the energy flowing. The Town Watch check-in definitely improved it. The flow, the energy. Let's pick it up. Let's do what we do. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't understand what Town Watch check-in is, I'm gonna briefly describe it to you. Give you a small little synopsis. Let's get it in. So a Town Watch check-in is very simple. This is the portion of our show, our broadcast, our podcast, where in the preliminary stages, before we even discuss any topics, I like to lay down the foundation first with the Town Watch check-in. And basically what a Town Watch check-in does, it allows all of us watching live in living color and those of us that are watching the replay of the live to participate as well. If you're watching this live, you can participate in the chat. And if you're watching the replay of this live, you can participate in the comment section below. I will acknowledge the same way I would if we were live in the chat. What I mean by acknowledge is, as soon as I see the city, state, island, and or country that you were either born and raised in, or should I say, and or the city, state, country, and or island where you are located now. The reason why we do that here is because it allows me to publicly acknowledge it when I see it in the chat, to make sure that we're all on the same page, even though we're going to have disagreements. We don't share the same perspectives. We have different opinions, but we do share at least one thing in common. And that's why we're all here today. And that one thing that we share in common is that we love the sport of boxing. So I laid a foundation with our Town Watch check-in first, so at the end of the day, at the end of the work week, we all can agree, no matter what we disagree about, in the topics that we're going to discuss and air fry and cook on today, we can walk away with the fact that we share one thing in common. So this is my way of basically providing dual opportunities for the icebreaker, plus being able to set the foundation that even if we disagree, guess what happens? We still can have camaraderie because we love the sport of boxing. All right, so how we do it on here, I started off first, and then I'm going to publicly acknowledge those of you who want to participate in the Town Watch check-in in the live chat. This is how we get the energy up now. This is how we get the energy up. Okay? You might not find this. Let me reframe that. You will not find this nowhere else. So you're on the right channel. You're in a good spot. Not gonna find no check-ins nowhere. This is only unique to this channel. This is why I'm glad that you're here today. So let's get the energy up. Let's get this show on the road. We about to get this thing popping. The air fryer is warming up now. It's warming up. And this is what the Town Watch check-in does. Y'all ready? Okay, I'm gonna start it off. I'm representing the entire DFW area. Texas, stand all the way up, or as y'all taught me, ever since I moved out there, already. I taught people from Texas the word John, and they taught me already. So Texas, stand up now. I'm representing already. And I'm representing Arlington, Texas, Mansfield section to be exact, Tarrant County, by way of my hometown. Yeah, y'all done seen the hometown in several movies now, including Rocky. You know the art museum steps that Rocky was running up? Yeah, that's my city. Yeah, I'm talking about the great city of Philadelphia. Philly is in the building. Stand all the way up, 10 toes down, Philly. Y'all know how we do. Now that I said all of that, now that I said all of that, man, we got DC in the building, man. Come on, y'all, let's check on in. We ain't gonna be long. We listen, y'all know we don't be long when we do the town watch check-in. All right, we check in and then we check out. DC in the building, I see you. Bringing the heat all the way from Phoenix, Arizona in the building, I see you. Come on, let's check on in. Wichita, Kansas is in the building. I see you. Come on, let's check on in. What's up, Prize Fighter TV? I see you. Philly is in the building. Let's go. I see you. Oh, we're going to stay on the East Coast real quick. Violin, New Jersey is in the building. I see you. The viewership is increasing exponentially. As you walking in, listen now, as you're walking into the house, you stepping into the crib, come on and check on in. Yeah, don't just watch on the sideline. You can participate too. Come on in. When you come on in, just check on in. I see the viewership is trying to be slow, but come on in and check on in. I'm going to shout your location out because that's what we do on here. Chesapeake, Virginia is in the building. I see you. My guy, Andre Noble, representing Ohio. I see you in the building. Who else we got in here? Come on, Chris. Chris always talking about Antarctica. He always say Antarctica. But I know he representing the D. He representing Detroit. Yeah. Detroit is in the building. Let's go. Who else we got in here? I said the DFW area, but they don't stop right there because San Antonio, Texas is in the building. I see you. Who else we got in here? Chester, Pennsylvania is in the building. I see you. Come on, let's check on in. Home of the face of boxing. Baltimore, Maryland is in the building. I see you. Richmond, Virginia is in the building. I see you. St. Thomas, let's go. I see you in the building. Two Cents Boxing, we know you ain't from Jupiter, girl, but we going to shout it out anyway. Jupiter. Jupiter in the building. You hear me? We on another planet when we air fry. That's what she really trying to tell y'all. You hear me? Asheville, Alabama is in the building. Come on, y'all. Let's check on in. Come on, y'all. Let's check on. Can I get 2 more check-ins real quick? Y'all see how my energy level always increase exponentially when y'all check in? Yeah, that's what we do right here. Can I get 2 more? I just need 2 more because some of y'all about to go in a commercial break. But I need 2 more before that happens so we can get this show on the road. We got Devin Haney to talk about today. We got Tank Davis to talk about. Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez. These are world champions. We got some fighters to talk about today. Some business. Not business, y'all. Business. My guy, Sexton Boss, from my second home in BK. Y'all already know, is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt, Brooklyn is in the building. Asante L, I see you representing the 216. Cleveland, Ohio is in the building. Come on, y'all. Can I get 1 more check-in? I know I said 2, but look, other content creators be capping and they be capping and doing what you call that? Clickbaiting. They be capping and clickbaiting. So let me clickbait for 1 minute. Can I get 1 more? I know I said 2. You know what I mean? It's okay if I clickbait one time. I usually don't clickbait, but I just need 1 more. That's all. I just need 1 more. That's all. Not 1 more. 1 more. Because we talk about the business of boxing, not just business. Business. Virginia 757 Tidewater in the building. I see you. Come on, Cash Crypto. I know where you're from. I know exactly where that's why I got my heat on, Cash Crypto, because you representing Alaska, and we got you covered right here. Atlanta, ATL is in the building. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be going to ATL next month. Atlanta is in the building. Come on, y'all, let's check on in. Lifeline Music, I see you representing the NYC. New York City in the building. See, I asked for 1, and we had 3 or 4 more later. You see what be going on? This is the Road to Tape podcast with the Road to Tape film crew members in the chat. You hear me? I feel the love from the family. Come on through. Come on through. Y'all know the link at the top of the chat too, just so y'all know. Just want to remind y'all, I flew the kite out before y'all even came on. Chef Curry, what up, my guy? Chef Curry, what's going on? 757, all the way in the house. Man, Virginia show me love. The DMV area always show me love, man. Salute. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Now, you know what I got to do. Can't start no show off. Can't start no show off as the viewership is increasing exponentially. I can't start no show off. And won't start a show off unless I show my face. I ain't never scared to show my face in the place. Huh? Got to show my face. We got to talk about some boxing, man. Not the business. The business. Got to talk about the business of boxing. Now let's talk about it. I'm going right in today, y'all. I'm going right in. I got to. When y'all come in, y'all see what the chat is telling y'all to do. Come on, hit the like button now. Because what happens when you hit the like button, let me tell you what happens. The information through education and entertainment that I provide on this channel reverberates all across not just the YouTube boxing community, but all across the world. Okay? Intelligent Savage, I see you. Salute, my guy. So yes, hit the like button now. I encourage you to do so. And I'm going to tell you why. Well, I can tell you a couple of reasons why. But one of the reasons why, and I know y'all see this, if you're a part of the Roller Tape Film crew, I know y'all seen this. Y'all see YouTube playing with the viewership and the money. Y'all see what they doing to Manager Marty. I don't know what I did wrong to YouTube. But y'all know good and well, when the last time you seen me get 200 views on a hot video? Man, they only gave me like 300 and something views. On that video, I had a nice clean the backdrop. I had the walkie-talkie. You remember that? When I was saying Omaha. Man, I had the little lights, the lights that the photographers, I got them on me now. You know what I mean? I had the 4K camera. I mean, everything had the lavalier on me. Y'all gonna give me 300 views off it. The content was good. The entertainment was good. The lighting, the audio, it's all good. Listen, like I told my man Lump on the phone earlier, we got to take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. I never complain. I'm just telling y'all it's just an observation. So when y'all hit the like button, right, y'all are forcing YouTube to go and push the content out because we provide education and entertainment. You know what I mean? Because it's all about the sport and the business of boxing. That's all we talking about. We ain't talking about no hating and no violence or nothing crazy like that. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. This probably don't have nothing to do with it, but so what? I'm gonna talk anyway. Cause I feel like it. I ain't even gonna go. All I know is somebody try to ban. I'm not gonna say flag, because that's not the email. The email didn't say flag. Report. That's what it said. Report. Something about it limited my monetization. So they put that red little symbol on one of my videos. I was talking about the boy Coach Toby, right? And I'm not accusing him of doing this. So please, some of y'all haters be going back there spying, going back telling him like I won't tell him myself. But some of y'all be going back there, not y'all, not the Roller Tape Film crew, not y'all, but the people that come over here and spy on me all the time. Be going back over there saying, "Oh, Manager Marty said that." Anyway, I'm not saying Coach Toby did this. I don't personally think Coach Toby reported the channel or nothing crazy. Like I don't believe that. But I'm just saying how some kind of copyright, something where they try to say that my video that I did on Coach Toby a couple months ago was reported. So they put that red, no monetization, took the video down. That joint was crazy, man. I had to wait I think it was 30 days. I challenged that. You know what I mean? Like in football, NFL, how the head coach, he threw the red flag, the challenge flag on the field. Man, I threw that red challenge flag, bang. Come on, man. What y'all talking about? I ain't did nothing wrong on my video. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though, it's all good. Yeah. Oh, Chef Curry said, I think Peyton Manning told YouTube to strike that video. He was hating because you kept saying, oh my, oh my. Yeah, I was saying, oh my. But can I tell y'all something? Because some of y'all probably didn't catch this. And I love having fun, y'all. I'm unscripted on here. This is unscripted, man. Look, about that Omaha. Remember I did that video, right? Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. So actually what I was doing was I was using a double entendre. So I was saying Omaha, Omaha, because obviously Terrence Crawford changed the play up. In other words, is Peyton Manning usually changed the play at the line of scrimmage, so he says Omaha, Omaha, right? And Terrence Crawford, he has never been saying anything about the snack program, so he kind of changed the play up by actually, opening his mouth, saying, when he was asked about the snack program in the interview. So that's why I was saying Omaha, Omaha. And the double entendre with the Omaha is obviously Terrence Crawford is from Omaha. And my boy YSM Sports Media, he has dubbed me as Omaha's most wanted because Terrence Crawford's friend and Terrence Crawford's nephew's best friend, LC, was here on this channel. And he told me to my face that the city of Omaha, the entire city, is annoyed by me. And so basically, I'm Omaha's most wanted. I don't even know if I'm able to come to Omaha. I don't even know if they banned me from Omaha. I don't know. I'm talking about Omaha, Nebraska. So that's why I kept saying Omaha is a double, entendre. But if I wanted to go to Omaha, y'all know I will go to Omaha. It's not a problem. I don't know who's going to ban me from Omaha. But I'm just saying, I don't have a reason to go to Omaha, Nebraska. I would love to go to Omaha, Nebraska, because that's one of the many places that I haven't been here in the United States. You know what I mean? And so Omaha, you know what I mean? So that's what that was about. And when I kept saying cold red, I don't see I got to start explaining these little videos I'm going to start doing, you know what I mean, to entertain y'all, right? But when I was saying cold red with the walkie-talkie, I said Omaha, cold red, the jig is up. So what I was basically saying was that was the scene out of that movie. Oh man, Chef Curry, help me out, man. Intelligent Savage, help me out. What's the name? 2 Cents, you on here? Help me out. What's the name of that movie? My man was like the old head. He was like cold red. He didn't say the jig is up. He said cold red. Take the chains off the doors. He told the boy, you smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack? What movie was that? There goes Joseph, my man Joey. Lean on me. That's the movie. There it is. So I was doing cold red. I was doing Morgan Freeman's character. I wasn't doing his voice. You know what I mean? I think it would have been more entertaining if I would have try to do it in his voice and all that. But y'all get the point though. But yeah, he was saying cold red, take the chains off the door. Because the school superintendent was there and all that. Yeah, so yeah, get the chains off the doors, 2 cents. Yeah. So I was doing that when I said Omaha, cold red. Basically the jig is up. So, look forward to more of them type of videos. Yeah, I got a lot of. I'm gonna keep listening. I'm gonna tell y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all, man, I love this interaction with the YouTube live with y'all, the support that y'all always give me. I mean, that's why I always give y'all little sneak peeks and stuff. And speaking of that, don't forget I told y'all at the beginning of 2024 merchandise. Don't forget, support the channel now. Support Manager Mario. The merchandise coming soon. But I want to tell y'all something, right? Thank you, Intelligent Savage. She said the video was fire. Thank you. Listen, right? Now y'all know, I gotta tell y'all, y'all, we family, man. Listen, right? And I know some people gonna try to steal, people be stealing my dance moves on YouTube, but I don't take it personally. I just look at it like, you know what? They admire some of the things that I say and do. You know what I mean? I inspire a lot of people on YouTube. I want y'all to know that. I think y'all know that. But the point I'm saying is sometimes I don't want to say something publicly because then somebody can steal my idea and just run off with it like it was theirs. But I'm gonna share something with y'all, because y'all know I have 4 characters. We're gonna get to the show, y'all. We're gonna get to, but listen, man, the viewership is coming through. Listen, I have 4 characters, 4 distinct characters that each and every last one of you always see me interchangeably use simultaneously on this show. Most of the time, I interchangeably use them live. And that is the professor, the promoter, the prosecutor, and the preacher. They are the 4 P's. They are the 4 characters that I use to present education and entertainment for you. Okay? And I said that, yeah, I know Creole. I know they be jacking my stuff. It's all good. As long as y'all know, when y'all hear them repeat certain things that y'all heard me say, and when y'all see them doing certain things that I do and the way that I say them, you know, I have facial expressions like when I do that, when I shake my head, when I ask people questions and I look down, y'all might not be seeing me, but I look down at my nails like, I do all kind of, y'all gotta watch me. Monroe, gotta watch me. Matthew Thomas, member of the channel, and my guy representing Las Vegas. Salute. Matt, what's going on, bro? I'm just explaining this to the family, man. Salute to everybody on the West Coast. Listen, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I know they be jacking me. That's all right. It's all a form of flattery and inspiration. That's all it is. But what it is I don't want to give y'all everything that I got planned for y'all for 2024, because if I start saying certain things, people run with it. So what I'm saying is I noticed that there are certain people. Now, remember, I'm talking about the people that have been discrediting me on YouTube, hating on me, throwing shots at me, the ops. Some of the young people say, I'm talking about those guys. You know, if you look at some of those guys talk, you know, they start talking slower, like me when they say certain words. They start to use their hands too much. I be peeping what's going on. I be peeping what's going on. It's all good, man. I'm talking about the people that be hating on me, not the people that I'm cool with, content creators. I'm talking about the ones that I see what's going on. People be sending me all kind of snippets, and I be just laughing. I love this. I love it. You know, but the thing is, I'm going to start putting all 4 of those characters into action more. Now, y'all already see me do it, like for instance, right? When I have Terrence Crawford, and I hate to do this because this is not about Terrence Crawford and his fans, but I'm just using it as a reference. When I have Terrence Crawford fans up here, that come up here, I have the prosecution mode on. You see, because I asked them certain questions. This is not all Terrence Crawford fans, but just a few. A lot of them. I'm not going to take up for them today, 2 cents boxing. A lot of them, they get up here and they playing mind games. So I have to badger the witness on the stand, and I have to ask them yes or no questions, right? Like an attorney, like a prosecutor, okay? And then when I'm talking like the preacher, he's coming in 2024, so watch out for him. His name is Manager Marty Luther King. Watch out for Manager Marty Luther King. He's coming in 2024. Not 24, 24. That's for my folk down south that represent in the Midwest. That's 2024. 2024, Manager Marty Luther King. He's coming. And don't forget, y'all already heard Manager Marty X. Not Malcolm, Marty X. Manager Marty X, he's here already, but I'm gonna start bringing him out. I'm gonna bring him out. And then, you know, I got the prosecutor, Manager Marty Cochran. Y'all done seen him all week. Matter of fact, Monday and yesterday, Manager Marty Cochran, listen, badger the witness all on the stand. You know what I'm talking about? So what it is I got these 4 characters. I'm going to make sure that I present all the entertainment and education in my videos with the 4 characters, okay? I want y'all to be entertained, man. This is YouTube. This is YouTube, man. Because here's the thing, right? I could be the professor, and that's one of my favorite characters because I'm a teacher in real life. When I say teacher, I'm not talking about in a school setting, but I do a lot of webinars, right? And I teach about financial literacy. I teach about credit restoration, economics, the banking system, taxes, right? How to shelter your taxes, how to save on. I do all because I'm certified. Most of y'all might not know this, so that gives me leeway to speak on this. So I'm certified in real life. No, all jokes aside, I'm certified as a credit specialist. The terminology in the state that I was certified in is the professional term is credit counselor. All right. So I'm a certified credit counselor, and I'm also a certified tax practitioner. All right. And of course, y'all know I'm a licensed boxing manager. Y'all already know that. But I'm just saying, so my name, Manager Marty, is not just because I manage professional boxers. I manage, I help people manage their taxes and businesses as well. And I help people and businesses, individuals, when I say people, and businesses manage their finances, right? Manage their credit, right? Investing, all kinds. This is what I do in real life. So, well, what I'm saying is, so when I bring these characters out, I'm just having fun. But at the same time, if you listen to the message, there's something that you can learn and take from it. All right. Yeah. So I got Marty X, Manager Marty X. I got Manager Marty Luther King. I got Manager Marty Cochran, and I don't have a name yet for the professor. I don't have a name for the professor. I gotta find a catchy name for that. And the thing is, I'm honoring those people. I'm honoring Martin Luther King. He's one of my favorite. I'm honoring Malcolm X. You know what I mean? I'm honoring Johnny Cochran. These guys are my favorites, right? In their respective positions and fields. I gotta find a professor. I gotta find a name to, you know what I mean, out of respect to characterize. So look out for that 2024. Now, back to what I was saying about getting this show rolling, right? Let's speak on Devin Haney. We gotta talk about it. We just gotta talk about it. Now, here's my thing, right? So Bill Haney did an interview, and I don't know who I don't want to get the wrong name mixed up on the platform that he interviewed with. So I'm just going to say a YouTube channel, a boxing YouTube channel, content creator. They interviewed him. It wasn't the boxing voice, not that. It was he was standing up, looked like he was in a boxing gym, and they was asking him a question. And he said something about Devin Haney fighting Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios. And I seen that the other day, and I was like, well, those guys are at 147. So it's like Devin is about to fight for the first time at 140. Not saying he can't make the 147-pound weight, but what I'm saying is he's about to fight at 140 for the first time, and Bill Haney is already introducing the 147-pound division challengers. And I don't know if that's Bill Haney's way of saying that's what they're going to do next, or they plan on moving up to 147. And I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. I'm gonna keep it all the way thou wow, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real. That's all the terms of saying I'm gonna be honest with y'all, as always. When I heard him say that, I'm being honest, y'all. Like, I'm very authentic and transparent. Y'all know that. If y'all don't know, if you're new to the channel, that's how I am, right? All I'm saying is I thought about the snack program. I did. I'm keeping it 100. I am. Because Terrence Crawford, we know he's on the snack program, right? And everybody that's on the snack program, they have no problem moving up. They shouldn't have any problem moving up. So that's not the point. The point is when I hear fighters already talking about moving up and they on the snack program, it's like you're supposed to say that. You're supposed to say you want to move up and then dominate another division. Like we hear now, Terrence Crawford saying, I'm gonna move up to fight Canelo at 168. Well, you on the snack program. I expect you to be able to comfortably go from 147 to 168. It works. And Devin Haney, the same thing. You know what I mean? And so when I heard Bill say that, I'm like, well, slow down just a little bit. Yes, Shavai Hall, yes. Definitely gonna make sure of that. Absolutely. So what I'm saying is when I heard that, I'm like, well, I'm not saying that it's not possible for Devin Haney to move up to 147, but to key in and call out a Keith Thurman, to key in and call out Mario Barrios, who just got finished demolishing Ugas. I know that might sound good from a business aspect, payday wise, but it's like, not right now. We want to see how Devin looks at 140. I totally believe he can make the weight. There's no question about that. But the point that I'm making overall is, why are we talking about 147 when we haven't seen him compete at 140 yet? Why are we talking about Keith Thurman? Why are we talking about Mario Barrios when everybody want to see Devin Haney fight Tank Davis first and then second Shakur Stevens? And I thought I heard Devin Haney say, I could be wrong, but I thought that I heard Devin Haney say, or even seen him tweet, that he don't mind fighting Tank Davis as long as it's at 140 pounds. I also recall hearing or seeing Devin Haney say that he don't mind fighting at 135 as long as the payday is right. So why are we talking about 147? Why are we talking about Keith Thurman, who's been inactive, and the bigger guy? Why are we talking about Mario Barrios? And it's like, one step at a time, let's mature the young man into these divisions, because we got to keep it 100. When we see fighters jumping all the way up, we'll say that's good, they're making history, is for their legacy. But the moment that they come back down to their natural weight, the history of boxing has proven this, most boxers get knocked right out. Soon as they go and compete at their natural weight, after they move all the way up, bang. And I don't want to see Devin Haney get knocked out, so please don't misinterpret that. What I'm saying is, the snack program, it works, and I know it gives people, all these people, meaning the fighters, these how can I say? I'm just gonna say these confidences that, hey, I can just jump all the way up. I'm on a snack program. It is what it is. I mean, look, Demetrius Andrade, you seen what happened? He jumped right up. He jumped right up. Abilities. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Give them these abilities to even have the confidence in the beginning. But look, Demetrius Andrade moved right up. Bang. You know what I mean? I wouldn't recommend Demetrius Andrade staying at that weight. You know what I mean? Nah, I wouldn't recommend it. I think 160, he good right there. Now, of course, he's going to want to move up because he want to make history and win another title and everything. And he can. But right now, we just got to rebuild him back up. And speaking of him, I want to say this too, since I'm on Demetrius Andrade. I want us to be clear on something, right? Demetrius Andrade only fought at that weight class 2 times. The first time is when he first was on Showtime, on the undercard of a pay-per-view. And the second time, of course, is when he fought Saturday night against David Benavidez. And so we should give credit to Demetrius Andrade and give credit to the representation. This is why I keep talking. Now I can use this as a teachable moment. This is why I always say, good representation in this business is priceless. Look at the opportunities that Demetrius Andrade got. First and foremost, he got an opportunity to fight on the undercard of a pay-per-view. That's number one. Then he got an opportunity to win the fight. That's number two. And then after winning the fight, he got the opportunity to challenge for an interim world champion. That's number 3. And number 4, he got the opportunity to do that, number 3, by headlining his own pay-per-view. Oh, and number 5, all of this happened in the same year. Good representation in this business is priceless. And that's the reason why Demetrius Andrade was giving those opportunities. Good representation. That's 5 things that I mentioned. 5. And so Demetrius Andrade can lift his head up high. Win, lose, or draw. And also, even though he lost, here's the thing. Even though he lost, right? Even though he lost, he stood up tall. He stood up tall. He was fighting back. He never laid down. Hold on, y'all. I got to answer this. Hold on 1 second. Hey, y'all, listen, right? We live and live in color. Y'all already know everything I do is unscripted, right? But my friend, she want to say hi to everybody. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
All right, they gonna say hi. They ain't say it yet, but they gonna say it. No, it's all good, baby. Listen, huh? I certainly will. I got you. All right. Yeah, well, this is what that is. You know, sometimes y'all gotta answer the. Oh, 2 cent. Hold on, 2 cent. You know I got to do my. Okay, you know what? Hold on, let me take these off. Oh, I got to do this now. It's segue right into it. Where my water at? You know I got my Johnny Gill voice. Hold on. Now, hold on, Matt. I gotta make sure my joint. Okay, cool. Fellas, y'all know what I'm gonna tell y'all to do, fellas, right? This is the segment. It has to be now. Fellas, step to the side. Guys, step to the side, fellas, okay? Just step to the side. This is a public service announcement for all the ladies. This is just for them. This is not for y'all. And I know y'all not gonna take it personal because we family. Ladies, I gotta stop smiling. Y'all be having me blush. Ladies be, they know what they doing. They know exactly what they doing when they watch this. They know what they doing. Listen, ladies, but for real, I appreciate it. All the support that y'all show me, all the love and contributions that y'all show me by investing your time, your resources, all on the channel. I want to tell you, ladies, double salute to all the queens watching me live and live in color and watching the replay of this live, even if you are in the chat, even if you're not in the chat, you just laying back chilling. I appreciate you. Always. I just want to let you know that. Girls, stop looking around. I ain't talking about them over there. I'm not talking to the people in the back. Girl, I'm talking about you. And I know it's a lot of y'all from all over the world, different countries and everything. Yes, I'm talking to you. Thank you for your support, seriously, and your contribution. Thank you. All right, now let's get back to some boxing now, because I see the chat about to light me up. They light me up. Now, where was I? Yeah, so all I'm saying, right? See, sometimes you gotta jump right back in character. Yeah, you got to jump right back in. Woo! All right, now listen. Hey, Sheena, what you talking about? Hold on, Sheena. How you can tell that? Hey, Sheena, hold on, Sheena. I always smile. Sheena, I'm gonna keep it 100. When I see females, even in the chat, I be smiling. I do. I always smile when I'm encountering. You gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? Now the Philly about to come out of me. Yeah, listen. It's no secret. Listen. It is no secret. It is no secret. People be getting mad at me in my personal life sometimes. I'm keeping it 100. Listen, I love y'all, man. We're going to talk now. We still be talking about boxing, how we get on me and the ladies. Listen, check this out, right? Here's the thing. I feel like I justified that. Here's the thing. When I see the ladies in the chat, I get excited. I do. Okay? I be smiling from ear to ear. What you say, Sheena? You saw my bedroom eyes. Listen, I put the bedroom eyes on. When I see ladies in the comment section, when they watch the replay of this, when they email me and support and say, Manager Marty, I thank you for, breaking down the business. And they you know what I mean? I get excited about that. Because you know why? It's not a lot of women and ladies and females in general who participate when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Because most women don't know too much about boxing. So when they come over here and they get a little entertainment and education, it just makes my heart smile. It does. You know what I mean? Now listen, right? Here's the thing. See, here's the thing, Cornelius. When you single, you know what I mean? You can smile and blush and all that. I bet you one thing, I bet you ain't gonna hear that phone ring and somebody cursing me out. I ain't getting involved in that no more. You hear what I'm telling you? Y'all brothers don't know nothing about that. Y'all brothers don't know nothing. Now we gonna talk about. It's still boxing. It's still boxing. All right. It's still boxing. But y'all guys don't know nothing about getting woke up in the middle of the night, huh? When somebody discovered your password on your phone. Let me tell y'all something about this phone. You see this right here? This right here? You see this phone? These devices right here? This is what get people in trouble. This right here, this is what got, let me tell you, I told my homie this the other day. You see this right here? This electronic device, this got John Gotti indicted. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? The phone got John Gotti indicted. Be careful with these electronic devices, boy. This thing will get you caught up. You hear me? Hey, Sheena, these phone right here get you caught up. Listen, I believe, this is what I believe, since we on the topic of women, we talking about boxing, but it's okay. Here's the thing, right? You gotta be able to adjust on the fly. Here's the thing. I believe that the women I don't care how old women are. If you're a female, I don't care how old you are. It don't matter. I don't care what your race is, your ethnic background, your religious affiliation. None of that matters. If you are a female, you represent the FBI. Fellas, we talking about boxing, but I help people. I'm still Manager Marty right now because I help people manage their relationships too. Some of y'all don't know that. But here's the thing. Men, hear Manager Marty good. Loud and clear, listen up. Every female you know in your family, your friend, significant other, she is a part of the FBI. You know what the FBI stands for? Female Bureau of Investigation. The real FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, have nothing on the Female Bureau of Investigation. I'll tell you right now, that the legal FBI don't have nothing on the gender FBI. Lord have mercy. I'm telling y'all, every female is a part of the Female Bureau of Investigation. Y'all better understand. You don't learn nothing else about Manager Marty. You better learn. That's my tip for the day to help you manage your relationship. See how I spin it all the way back around? Woo! Hey, Joseph, she is a detective. She's a detective, and listen, man, she works for the FBI. Telling you. Listen, I'm telling you, she works for the feds. I'm not talking about legally now. Sheena said the fingerprint password method will get you in trouble while you are snoring, and she takes your finger and uses it to. Oh, I got to put this on the screen, Sheena. You helping us brothers out right now. See, that's what I'm saying. How do Sheena know this? Because Sheena and the rest of the women, I'm telling you, how do they know these tactics? The FBI. You see, fellas, even a woman is fooling us today. This still got something to do with boxing, but we got to tie it in somehow. Dang. So y'all going to wait till the guy go to sleep, take his finger, and then use his finger while he's sleeping, can't feel it, to open that phone. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, 2 Cent, that's how you tie it back in boxing. Look. 2 Cent, double salute to 2 Cent's boxing. She said, now, Marty, men tell on themselves, just got to pay attention. Like Crawford. We do be telling on ourselves. Men do. They do. Here's the thing. This is my segment to help all men out there. Ladies, step aside for a second, just for the men. Please don't cheat. You will get caught. Let me take my glasses off. I'm still Bad Man Jamarty. Relax. We're going to talk about boxing. For some of y'all, like, well, I ain't come over here for this. Relax. Let me teach you something. Hold on. Men, hear me good now. Please, I encourage you. Don't cheat. You will get caught. I guarantee you. And I'm going to tell you when you're going to get caught. Within the first 30 to 90 days, you will get caught. Because the FBI is watching your every move. I'm telling you. You're going to get caught. And I'm going to tell you when you're going to get caught. Between the first 30 to 90 days, you're going to get caught. It's the fact. I don't know if there's data on this to substantiate my claims, but I'm telling y'all, it's real. You're going to get caught. The FBI is always watching. If you think you're going to get past the FBI by coming in the house Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at the same time at 6 o'clock p.m. and go into the refrigerator, get the beer out the refrigerator, take your shoes off, pick up the remote control and sit on the couch, and you don't think the FBI is watching that? And then every Friday, you come in the house at 7 o'clock p.m. You don't go straight to the refrigerator to get the beer, get the remote control, take your shoes off and sit on the couch. No, you're going to come in at 7 o'clock because you outside, still on the phone. Then you want to come in like it's regular and go and then run straight to the shower. Come on, guys. The FBI is watching. And when you're not watching, they're still watching. I'm telling you, you getting so comfortable. You putting your last 4 digits of your social security number as your password. She looking right over like this. This is the thing about the FBI, bro. And this is a law enforcement tactic. If anybody that's watching me live in living color and the replay of this live, you know when you get caught by law enforcement, they wait until the evidence mount up against you, and then they come and lock you up. Then they send a bench warrant. They don't discover you're committing a crime and then they just come right away. No, they wait until they get enough evidence to prosecute you and then convict you. That's when the arrest is going to come. And that's what the gender FBI does. They sit up there, peek over, get the last 4 digits of your PIN code on your debit card that you made your password or your date of birth. They sit up there and they look. Oh, I got it. They don't wait the same night to go in the phone. They wait for about 2 to 3 weeks because they memorize the passcode. And when you least expect the FBI, they always come to serve the warrant while you're sleeping. Woo! Boy, I tell you, Female Bureau of Investigation. It never fails. And the legal Federal Bureau of Investigation, according to statistics, have a conviction rate of 97%. But the gender FBI, the Female Bureau of Investigation, when they have you under investigation, they have a 100% conviction rate because they know how to investigate, build up enough evidence. And guess what? You know what? What's your name? Track and 327. What part of this are you saying is not a fact with everyone? And you know what? It is subjective, but I will tell you what is a fact with everyone. Cheat on a woman and watch you get caught. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Cheat on a woman if you want. You're going to get caught. I guarantee you going to get caught. Who said that? Hey, I got to put this on the screen. Hey, Joseph, you know they be opening up old cases, bruh. What? Asking you questions about what happened 6 months ago. If I apologize as a man, baby, why you keep on bringing it up? You said you forgave me. Why you keep bringing? I served my debt to society. Ooh. Listen. Man, listen to the women talk. Don't catch you, she not trying to. All I'm saying is, fellas, I recommend, please don't cheat. Don't cheat on your lady. Or whoever. Women, don't cheat on a guy. Don't do it. Or whoever you with. It don't matter what your preference is, but whoever, don't cheat. You're going to get caught. You definitely going to get caught. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Joseph, what you say? You be having character witnesses? Oh, your witnesses don't mean nothing. It's inadmissible in court. What? Ooh, wait, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all a true story. I don't mind sharing certain personal information with y'all. We family. That's how you get to know me. That's how the channel grow when you be authentic. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Oh, I got to say, hey, Greg, Mr. Quarterbomb is here. Don't listen to the young. Listen, y'all might think I'm young, but he the OG. He said when the feds come after you, they have closed off all escape routes. You better believe it. Marty, if you laugh with that sneaky laugh of yours, you're a toast. I can't help it. Hey, Sheena, that's why I don't lie, man. Because I listen, man, I be trying to lie, you know what I mean, and be smiling and get caught. That's why I can't lie no more. I just keep it all the way on. I can't. You know what I mean? But what was I going to say? Oh, Track and 327 says never ever been caught. You ain't never been caught, Track? Now, this is how I know. This is how I know. Hey, Andre, this is how I know that he's telling the truth. If this is a he, I'm only assuming. Track and 327 never ever been caught. This is how you know it's true. I agree with you. I believe you. This is how I know you ain't never been caught. This is how I know you telling the truth. Because most gangsters that's committing crime that don't get caught, what do they do? What do they do? They start snitching on themselves. Bruh, why you live talking about you ain't been caught? Somebody in your family probably watching this right now, man. You just got caught right now. You ain't get caught. You ain't get caught yet. Oh, you about to get caught right now, bro. Better throw that phone away, bro. You hang it up. What was I going to say? Oh, listen, come here. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all a true story. Listen, right? This is a true story. I'm keeping it honest with y'all. Listen. This is real. Listen, right? I was at a function. This is a real true story. This happened like 2006, 2007, right? Thank you, original American. That's what I was trying to say. Just told on itself. If that's a him or her. Whoever you are. Oh, I said track. It's Tracy. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, yeah, you told on yourself just now. You snitched on yourself. Look, I was at this function, right? And there was this lady, an older woman. This is a true story, y'all, seriously. And her husband, they was married, I think for like 25 years. Or 20, was it 20 years? I don't know if it was 20 years or 25 years. Oh, Tracy is a guy. Ohio style lyrics, what's up? No, seriously, listen, y'all. Keep it on with y'all. 2006 or 2007. I'm at a function. I'm at an entire function, right? And there was a couple there. I knew them personally, right? And at this function, right? The wife stood up and says, look. She says this, I trust my husband enough that if he was in a room full of naked women, he wouldn't do nothing. Did y'all hear what I just said, man? Listen to them words right there, because they were very impactful when I heard them. Said, this is what the woman said. She's been, at that time, they were married for like 20 or 25 years. Right? And she stood up before the people and said, I trust my husband enough that if he was in a room full of naked women, he wouldn't do nothing. And you know what the response of people who heard that was? They all started clapping. But I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with y'all. There was a young woman in the crowd. And she was my wife at the time. This was a long time ago. I said 2006, 2007. And that while everybody was clapping, she said, and we was young too, like super young. She said, I trust my husband as well. I was like, I know you do. You know, that's right. I'm one of the good guys. You already know. She said, I trust my husband enough. I won't even let him go in the room full of naked women. Hey man, listen. You can't put no player in a room full of naked women and expect him. Hey man, anything can happen is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You just never know. Man, my ex-wife at the time, she said, man, I ain't letting my husband go in that room. I said, you better not. You better not let me go in that room. I'm not saying I'm a cheat, but I'm just saying I'm a cheat. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm going to cheat, but I'm saying I'm going to cheat. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about? My guy, KC Boxing Network, what's going on? Hey, KQ, what's up, man? Listen, we was talking about boxing, bro. I got a phone call, you know what I mean, from a friend of mine's, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I didn't want to be rude, KQ, so what I did was, you know, I muted the mic, so I can talk on the phone and let my friend know, listen, I'm live right now. I can't really get it and all that. You know what I mean? And I told her, KQ, I held it down for us, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, don't interrupt what I got going on. Call me back. It's like, no, I ain't say that. She just my friend, ain't nothing. But what it was is I was smiling because of something that she said, and people was in the chat, KQ, they seen what was going on. They read the play. Yeah, they backed my play up. Sheena and 2 Cents and them. The family backed my play up. They definitely backed the play up, KQ. So that's how that's how we talking about this right here. You know what I mean? I know you just got here. It sounds like we talking about relationships, but I'm a manager of everything, KQ. I manage relationships. I manage it all. You know, so we gonna get back to who we talking about? Devin Haney. Yeah, what I mean? And I was dropping some jewels too, KQ. So what I was saying was this device right here. Yeah, this device right here. This electronic device. This device has gotten John Gotti indicted and convicted because he was talking on the phone. And all I'm saying is, KQ, is that, you got to be careful on these phones. And I also encourage the men. Just for the men, that's what I was doing, KQ, before you got here. Don't cheat, men. Please, under no circumstances, don't. Because the FBI is going to catch you. You will get caught. And the FBI stands for Female Bureau of Investigation. The legal FBI had nothing on this agency because they're born with it. If you try to go be a law enforcement officer for the FBI, they got to train you. Not the gender FBI. The FBI born with it. Female Bureau of Investigation, they born a female, they born with it. They don't need no training. Well, they still do, get trained. But I'm just saying, look, you can buy 2 phones, she's still gonna find a second phone. Watch. Oh, she's gonna find it. You're gonna get caught. She might not find the phone, but she's gonna find the information that's on the phone. Man, these FBI, baby, I ain't messing with them. They got a 100% conviction rate, KQKC. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all keep on putting up y'all keep putting the last 4 years social. We all did it. You know what I mean? The 4 numbers of your PIN code, that's the same as your passcode. Man, listen, even if you try to do the face recognition, they know how to, you sleep, I don't know how they know how to do it where as though they can put the phone up to your face and then unlock your phone. And then Sheena, she just gave us some real good information, y'all. She said while you sleeping, the FBI will take your finger while you sleeping, can't even feel it. Use your fingerprint to unlock your phone. Just don't cheat. That's the message for the day. Manager Marty, managing relationships, just don't do it. You're going to get caught. That's all I'm saying. I know game time. We about to talk. We was talking about boxing first, game time, before you got here. Okay? So we back on Devin Haney. Okay, all I'm saying is somebody said you better put your mama old house phone number for the password. Ooh, wait. All right, tracking 327. He agrees with me. Most cheaters do get caught. That is true, yes. Dang, what was I saying? Devin Haney, man. Yeah, but Bill Haney wanted him to go fight Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman at 147. And I just, if that's going to be the truth, just methodically move up in weight. Don't just run up there from 30 to 35 to 40 and then just 40. That's all I'm saying. Because, the snack program works. And, do it the right way. Somebody said she got your burner phone, bro. Huh? They still want to talk about, don't get mad at me. We still talking about boxing, but listen, the chat is engaging right now. See, Manager Marty is a brand name, okay? I help you manage your credit, your taxes, and your relationship now, and your finances. Because I really do all of them in real life, real. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I know, and that's what I wanted to say too, Joseph. Is that Bill Haney is more? This is Joseph's words. Bill Haney is more ambitious than Devin. I agree with that. So that's why I said slow down. Let's methodically move Devin the right way. Not saying that they're not, but when you got a guy who's suspicious of the snack program or a woman that's suspicious about the snack program, and you just jumping up from this weight to fight bigger guys, now you start making yourself look suspicious. And the reason why I can say that unequivocally is because we heard Victor Conti, I played it yesterday. Victor Conti said he was suspicious of Pacquiao. Because look, the thing about Manny Pacquiao, he was running through bigger guys. Guys that's real big and heavy, like Cotto. Yo, Pacquiao broke Antonio Margarito's eye socket. The man came in that fight rehydrated at like 180 pounds. So what I'm saying is, if you don't want people to look at Devin with that suspiciousness, because he with the snack jumping all the way up, do it the right way methodically. You know what I mean? Because just like Terrence Crawford talking about, he want to move from 147 and don't compete at 54 or 60. He's want to shoot all the way up to 168. No, methodically move up there. You know what I mean? Oh, KQ, email me, bro. I got you. I got you, bro. Trust me. I do the paperwork and all that. I do it all. KQ, I got you. Seriously, I got you. Email me. MartyTheManager@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. I got you. We can link up. I'll send you my number and all that. And I got you. I got you, bro. Especially with what you're doing on YouTube, you definitely need that. Absolutely. Because it's all about asset protection. Let me say this, man, y'all about to get me in my tax bag. I love teaching people, y'all. I love it. I love educating people, especially my people. No disrespect to no other races or race or ethnic background or ethnic groups or how you say it, but my people. I love educating my people. But what I'm saying, especially for tax purposes, right? And I'm gonna drop this nugget on somebody, real quick. I'm gonna drop this jewel on somebody that might need to hear this. So when you hold up, let me put my phone on. When you obtain your LLC, right, or your INC, whatever entity you want to establish, when you establish an entity, right, what you're doing is you're protecting your assets, because just like you have a social security number, you as an individual, and you have a birth certificate, so does your LLC and or your INC, right? In other words, is your LLC has its own social security number called an EIN number, right? And your LLC also have its birth certificate, such as an articles of incorporation or articles of corporation or articles of organization, all right? And the thing is, whatever you can do with your social security number and your birth certificate, so can your entity, because it has its own social security number and birth certificate, right? So with that being said, now it is time to do what? Shelter that LLC by saving on taxes. Taxes is the number one expense in America. And people don't even realize it because we've been so accustomed to say, oh, it's just taxes. They're going to already take it out of my paycheck. Oh, it's taxes. Every time I buy something from the store, they're already going to automatically do it if you're not residing in a tax exempt state. But the thing about having that LLC or INC, you don't have to live in the same state that your LLC is incorporated in. And so what happens is you're able to protect your assets and save on taxes. Why is that? One of the biggest taxes that you'll be able to save on having an LLC or an INC is the self-employment tax. Now, a lot of people don't realize as a independent contractor, let's use that as an example. Let's say a barber or a hairstylist or an Uber driver. I think you all get my drift. Real estate agent, right? They're all considered independent contractors, right? The reason why is because independent contractors are taxed the heaviest because the IRS have established the tax code, the internal tax code, that states that an independent contractor is the business owner and the employee at the same time. So the self-employment tax, which I think the rate is still at 15.3%, it covers 7.65% for the employer and an additional 7.65% for the employee. Like, let me give you another illustration so you understand what I'm saying. So let's say if Manager Marty works for Target, right? I'm an employee at Target. So what happens is because Target is the agency or the employer that I work for as an employee, what Target will have to do, according to the Internal Revenue Code, they would have to deduct my taxes from my paycheck. However, I, just the employee, will only be responsible for paying my portion of the tax. That is 7.65%. And the employer, Target, because they are the employer, they will in turn pay their 7.65%. And this is how the Social Security Medicare tax is paid in total of 15.3%. Now, if you are an independent contractor, the Internal Revenue Code states that since you are the employer and the employee, then you are obligated to pay the entire 15.3%. However, KQ, one of the things I help people do after I help them establish their entity by obtaining the documentation that they need is teach them how to circumvent taxes by, watch this, when I say circumvent, not illegal now, circumvent paying a independent contract tax by, hear me good, this is important, this is extremely important, by operating with the tax loopholes that the IRS already established so that you can save on taxes. This is what I do. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being an independent contractor. An independent contractor does not establish an entity such as an LLC or an INC. It's two totally different things. I encourage and I help people manage that by establishing an entity, even if they are independent contractors. You see what I'm saying? There's so many nuances to it. But the great thing about it is you don't have to incur those heavy tax expenses, because in this country, it's not about how much we earn. It's about how much we keep, how much we save, how much we invest. It's not about how much we earn. You can earn $50,000 a year, but if Uncle Sam is coming in and taking, Uncle Sam being the IRS, is coming in according to the Internal Revenue Code, is coming in and taking, let's say, 40% or 30% of your income, then you earn 50,000, but you only taking home 20 to 30,000, 40,000. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just using that as this is just references. So I'm saying, why pay that expense when you don't have to, if you just follow the Internal Revenue Code and honor the law, the tax laws, and guess what? You'll always be in the right. The laws were set up for you not to pay taxes. That's something that I learned in class and didn't even realize it. The Internal Revenue Code was designed so that you would not have to pay a lot of taxes. I know people would not believe that. There's over about I think it was at that time they might have increased the amount of pages because they changed the Internal Revenue Code every year. So I think it was about, at that time, 3,600 pages of internal revenue code, right? Right? Watch this. But only 3,300 of those pages of the tax code was about paying taxes. Why? Because it's all a system designed for you not to pay more taxes. But if you don't know the system and you don't know the rules to the game, then guess what? You're just gonna get sucked in and just giving out free money. I want to drop something on you again. I'm gonna drop this on y'all right here, because this right here, I'm gonna give y'all, I'm in teacher mode now. This is the professor now. I'm jumping to professor mode now. Did anybody ever hear of quantitative easing? You ever heard that term before? I'm going to economics now. I'm dropping Jews now. I know we're supposed to talk about boxing, but these are the things I talk to boxers about. This is what I help boxers do. So technically, we are still talking about boxing. Have you ever heard of quantitative easing? Yeah, no, hey, 2 cents. Don't get it twisted. Mac Marty coming. Just got another name just now. Mac Marty will come back. That ain't an issue. All right. What about fractional reserve banking? Listen now. That's the homework assignment. Listen, if y'all haven't heard of those 2 things, hey, what was that? Did y'all see that? It was balloons on the screen. Who did that? Yo, did y'all just see? Yo, I know I ain't going crazy. Did y'all see those balloons that was in the background just flying on the screen? Did y'all see that? Oh, I know I ain't going crazy. I know I seen balloons on the screen just now. All right, listen. Fractional reserve banking. Oh, you did see it, King? All right, thanks. No, I ain't going crazy. I don't know why that happened. Fractional reserve banking and quantitative easing. I just taught a webinar on these principles about a year and a half ago. And I'm definitely going to do it again. I'm talking about financial literacy. And I brought those 2 processes up, those 2 systems that's built in our economics here in America. Yeah. I don't know where those balloons come from, but whoever sent them, I appreciate it. I don't know how that happened. It's the first time I've ever seen that before. That was decent though. I don't know how that happened. Yeah. So that's the homework assignment. If you haven't heard of those 2 processes, quantitative easing and fractional reserve banking, you would be surprised of how our banking system and economy work. And the reason why I'm talking about that, because one of the things I help people manage with their finances is teaching them how to become their own bank. And so what I'm going to do, I'm segueing something now for y'all. What I'm going to do in the first week of January, and I'm going to be doing it for try to do it for about 2 to 3 months, every week, once a week, I'm going to do webinars on financial literacy, how to improve your credit health, how to increase your finances, how to manage them properly, how to become your own bank. I'm going to teach all of that stuff. All right. And so I'm segueing this now so you can understand how all this is going to lay out, and you'll be like, wow, and you'll be rich. Because it's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep. I try my best to teach boxers this. Listen, listen. This how I got something to do with boxing, right? This how I had something to do with what I'm saying, how it ties into boxing. Because even professional boxers, how could I not mention them? They are categorized by the IRS as independent contractors. So when boxers get their purse after they compete in the ring, right, based on their tax bracket, the tax rate associated with that revenue that they earn as earned income, right, which has the highest tax rate, by the way, they become categorized to pay those 2 taxes. The employer 7.65%, and the employees 7.65%. So I come in the game and I help them shelter and protect themselves asset wise, save on taxes, and there's other things that I help them do. So it's not just me coming in, just being a boxing manager to help them manage their boxing career. So what I'm saying to y'all is, y'all might be thinking, not y'all that's watching live, somebody might be watching the replays live and might be thinking, why is he talking about business? Why is he talking about finances? Why is he talking about income? Why is Manager Marty talking about, credit? Why is he talking about all of these different things? Because it ties into boxing. You know how many boxers go broke? All of them, when they don't have financial literacy. 87% of athletes are basically broke after they finish being a professional athlete in all sports here in America. I can't speak to the sports in other countries. You know what I mean? So this is why what I'm teaching is so important. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, a lot of people, man, I ain't gonna go into all that finances. I don't own a savings account. I do own a checking account, but it's not with a bank per se. It's very simple. I teach all this stuff, y'all. This is what we do. But we got to stick together as a community. You know what I mean? And teach one another. And if we don't know, listen to the ones that do know. You know what I mean? Because I always try to make sure I add value to somebody's life. It's not just about managing a boxer's career. Because let's keep it 100, right? If you're a boxing manager, you know how much money boxing managers have to invest in one fighter to move them properly? Oh, this ain't just about no managers taking a piece of the fighter's purse. No, this is a lot of money that's being invested here. You know what I mean? So it's a certain way that managers have to do what they do to survive. I appreciate. Oh, you're welcome, KQ. Got you. And I'll keep reminding y'all, on a weekly basis. Hey, get ready. The webinar's coming up. I'm gonna do a weekly webinar on just like 2 points that I just made in this segment. But the rest, I'm gonna break the chains of financial illiteracy in our community. And when I say our, I'm talking about the boxing community. When I'm saying our, I'm talking about the human race, the community of humans. Don't matter what your race is, it's not important. We need the information to be able to be successful. And so I'm going to teach it because that's what I do. I love empowering people. That's on some reels. I know I entertain and I play around sometimes, but for real, I love empowering people, especially my people. You know what I mean? Straight up. Yeah. So, yeah. And this is why, tied into this is why having good representation in the business of boxing is important. Like I said, look, Demetrius Andre, he lost, but guess what? I told y'all the 5 things that happened. That was his first fight on Showtime. Not this one on Saturday, before that. His first fight on Showtime, right? He wins. In his second fight on Showtime, pay-per-view, where he's the headliner. Think about that. His first time on Showtime, he's on the undercard getting exposed to a new audience because he's on the undercard of a pay-per-view. See, this is the stuff that people don't bring up when they talk about these fighters. This is why I'm glad y'all came over here, because I always got to provide you with a business perspective of it. Demetrius Andre, he goes on Showtime. His first time fighting on Showtime is on the undercard of the face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis. That type of exposure don't get no better than that, right? Then he turns around and his second fight on Showtime is for what? Challenging for an interim world title. Yes, it's his second time in the weight division, but guess what? Now he's headlining his own card, pay-per-view. It don't get no better than that. Good representation, y'all. And so, okay, Demetrius Andrade lost. But listen, what I always tell y'all as American fans, we cannot discard our fighters because they only have one loss on their record. I did all this teaching and didn't even put my Cash App up there. Ooh, I know somebody gonna support me now. I know somebody gonna support the channel. I ain't worried about it. Y'all always support me. I know y'all gonna. Yeah, somebody help a brother out. Help a brother out on the Cash App. All that information I just gave. Come on and help a brother out. It's like, no, y'all ain't gotta send me nothing if y'all want to. I appreciate it though. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, let me not talk too fast. Bless the community here. You know what I mean? Because when y'all bless me, I bless you right back. That's all I'm saying. This business. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, on some real stuff, right? Y'all can Cash at me if you choose to, or super chat me. That's all cool. But seriously, on some real stuff with Demetrius Andrade, right? He only has one loss, and he lost to David Benavidez. It's not like he lost to a guy who had 10 wins and 22 losses on his record. He lost to David Benavidez. And he was the underdog on all the betting odds. So it's not like people really gave him a chance to win, but at least he had enough credit and heart to get in there and compete. He lost. He only lost one time. So he can bounce back from this. I don't recommend him staying at 168 because those guys are really big. David Benavidez, big fighter. And on top of that, Demetrius Andrade, he didn't back down from David Benavidez. He should get credit for that. He didn't back down from him. You know what I mean? He fought him back. He was doing some holding. I wanted him to do I was screaming at the TV telling Demetrius to hold him a while before that. But he wound up, holding to get his stuff together. But he fought back. He showed heart and courage. You know what I mean? He only got one loss. We cannot discredit and discard our American fighters and champions when they lose one fight, y'all. We got other journeymen in countries. They support their fighters even if their fighters got 6 losses. They treat that fighter with all the support. You know what I mean? Have a parade for the fighter if you win. Can have 10 losses. They still buy the pay-per-views. They still travel to other countries, especially here to America, to see that fighter. Come on, y'all. So we got to do the same for our champions, for our fighters, even if they're not champions. They from our, country. You know what I mean? So Demetrius Andrade only has one loss. He can bounce back. Now, when it comes to David Benavidez, I know some of y'all not gonna like this. I already know it. But we have to deal with reality in business. And we have to deal in reality with business. Not just business, business. You know what I mean? Now, Canelo Alvarez, this is just my opinion. Canelo Alvarez is not scared of David Benavidez. He's not scared of him. He's not. Why he won't fight him right now or why he didn't fight him before, I can't answer that. But look at the blueprint. Let me just be clear on why I say that. Look at the blueprint of both of those fighters, David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Look at it. The blueprint is merely identical. They don't fight Mexicans a lot. Go look at their resume. I'm talking about when they receive star power. How many Mexican fighters did you see Canelo fight? When David Benavidez start receiving star power, how many Mexican fighters did you see him fight? It's the same concept and blueprint of, let's say, Terrence Crawford, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Adrian Broner. Y'all have heard me say this 7-8 months ago, some of y'all, and I'm bringing it back up now. Same blueprint. Just like they don't fight black fighters, they meaning Tank, Devin, Adrian Broner, Terrence Crawford, just to name a few. They don't have a lot of black fighters on their resume. And I'm talking about when they receive star power now. And that's the same concept with David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez fighting Mexicans. In other words, it generates more revenue when those two races collide together, black versus Mexican, as opposed to black versus black and Mexican versus black Mexican. I'm not saying it can't and won't happen. I'm just saying, just look at the dynamic of the blueprint of how the business is set up. So yes, okay, so Canelo did fight Chavez Jr. How many years ago was that? A while ago. And guess what? How many Mexicans did Canelo fight after that? Okay. So I'm not saying that these guys can't fight Mexicans, meaning that Mexican versus Mexican. I'm not saying that. But when you reach a certain level, certain star power, and I'm not, okay, I respect that, Greg. David is not Mexican. Well, he was born in America, but his heritage is of Mexican descent, right? Is he Puerto Rican? Is his heritage from Puerto Rican descent or Mexican? Maybe I'm wrong. But once again, even if he is of Puerto Rican descent, it's the same concept. In other words, is Hispanic versus Hispanic. The bottom line is black fighters versus Mexican fighters draw the biggest revenue and the biggest crowds. And so why not put them against each other so that everybody involved can eat? So from a business standpoint, let's look at it like this. We already know that Canelo Alvarez, he owns Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day. May and September are Canelo Alvarez's dates of boxing. We know that. So with that being said, let's say he's going to fight in May of 2024. Well, if he fight David Benavidez, are the American fan base going to support two Hispanic fighters fighting on Cinco de Mayo in America? Most Americans might not understand the heritage. They might not understand the history. Might not want to buy into it. Now, hardcore boxing fans, we know the implications of, Canelo fighting a guy like Benavidez, right? We know. But what about the casual American fans who don't know? How is the promoter going to convince the public that they're able to make an appeal for these two, somebody said Ecuadorian for Benavidez, or his mother's Ecuadorian and Canelo's Mexican? You know what I mean? Hispanic fighters fighting each other. How is the American public going to be interested in this fight? The non-hardcore boxing fans. You see what I'm saying? So maybe Canelo's thinking about that. I'm not taking up for him. You know what I mean? I'm just saying maybe that's on his mind as far as the money. In other words, I can make more money fighting Jamel Charlo, who's smaller than me, than I would fighting David Benavidez. It's a possibility based on how the business is set up. So I want to include that in the equation as well, opposed to automatically assuming that Canelo's just ducking him and he's scared of him. I do think that Canelo at some point did duck David Benavidez. Ain't no question about it. And I do think that he should fight David Benavidez now because David Benavidez earned his right in the 168-pound division. I agree. So this is why, for the same reasons, that I believe that Pitbull Cruz is going to fight Tank Davis in the rematch. It might be hard to sell it to us hardcore boxing fans, but it's easy to make an appeal to the casuals. How can we promote that? Hey, he's one of the two fighters, one of the 2 or 3 fighters that fought Tank Davis and never got dropped or never got knocked out. Also, he applied a lot of pressure on Tank Davis, landed a few shots on Tank Davis. But at the same time, Tank only had one hand. Now in the rematch, he's gonna have both his hands. He's not gonna have one injured hand. Okay, thank you, Sheena, for that. Benavidez's father is Mexican. Okay, so he is of some Mexican descent. Okay. You know what I mean? So, okay, so Tank got two hands and not one. Wonder how he looked against Pitbull Cruz if he had both hands and none of those hands are injured. I wonder if he'd jump on his bicycle when Cruz apply that pressure he always do. How's Tank gonna respond to that? And so when you get casual fans start thinking like that, it's very easy to market. You know what I mean? It's easy to market. Oh, he never got knocked down or knocked out by Tank, and I've watched Tank knocked out or at least knocked down 26 people. Oh yeah, we're gonna see this. And every time this guy Pitbull Cruz fight, he really fight like he a Pitbull. Oh yeah, I gotta see this. And on top of that, watch this. He was also exposed on the pay-per-view arm several times. Pitbull Cruz, like in the last fight, he was on undercard. He was on the undercard of Crawford versus Spence. So I'm just saying, put that in perspective when we look at what's next for David Benavidez. Will he get the opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez? We shall see. That remains to be seen. I think he deserves an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. Especially now, Canelo Alvarez is an old head now. He OG in the game. He on his way out the door. You know, he probably still about 2 or 3 more paydays, but after that, he can retire. He's accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? What's up, Big Dose? Salute. What's y'all take on this? What are y'all thoughts on David Benavidez versus Canelo? Let's engage in the chat real quick. What are y'all thoughts on that fight? Should he get the fight next? If he do, where should they fight next? They fight American? I mean, should they fight in America in front of the American fan base? Should they fight in Mexico? Should they fight in Arizona? Where? I mean, Vegas? What y'all got on that? Talk to me. Let's see if we can engage in the chat. Okay. Dallas Stadium, okay. Okay. I mean, I can understand David Morrell calling him out, as he should, but David Morrell is not in a position, in my opinion, to fight David Benavidez because he's still green in the business. If you let David Morrell fight Benavidez right now, prematurely, you can hurt that kid's career. Because if he get knocked down or knocked out, and we don't know how he's going to respond to that, but if he get knocked down or knocked out, that might be the last of him. Because David Morrell haven't fought anyone that makes us believe that he can actually be a real competitive for Canelo Alvarez. David Morrell, I don't know. I think he's just too green in the business, and they can continue to use leverage to build him up. You know, that's just because here's the thing: in his last fight, which I believe was on the undercard of Tank versus Ryan Garcia, which was in May, he might afford to get after that, but I didn't see him or hear about it. I mean, the guy that he fought was almost 40 years old, coming off a little layoff. So, I mean, I guess the young guy was supposed to do all that to him. But we don't know if Morrell can take a big punch yet. We don't know. But you don't want to get him in there too premature with a guy like David Benavidez or Canelo. That can really, really crush his career. We'll see, though. they can fight in Texas Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, yeah, they can. They can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be nice. They gonna sell though. I think they would. If Caleb Plant, I'm saying Caleb Plant because his name starts with a C. If Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez fight, they gonna sell. Oh yeah. We shall see. All right, so let's segue into PBC. Now, of course, we're hearing and we've been hearing that PBC is going to, or already has, or like I said, possibly going to sign a lucrative contract with Amazon Prime or with Netflix and or HBO, the app. What is it? HBO. What is it? Max on HBO. It's word on the street. That's what we hear. But even if it's Amazon Prime, they listen right now. Amazon Prime has over 200 million subscribers. It don't get no better than that. Yeah, I heard that HBO might be on the table. I heard that for real. Reliable sources too. That would be awesome. But at the same time, if not, hey, Amazon Prime is already showing live football. Hey, why not? Live boxing. Oh, Max got basketball now? Ooh, I didn't even know that 12 threes. First time I heard that. See, that's what I'm saying. The apps is taking over sports. And so is Saudi Arabia. You see the Saudi Arabia playing with the sovereign, they playing with the sovereign fund. Yeah, they taking over boxing, baseball, football, basketball, wrestling. Listen, they got that money now. It's the sovereign fund. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, TNT. I already know TNT got basketball. Yeah. And I think that was one of the initial deals that PBC had. TNT was one of them. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I mean, hey, if it's live boxing on Netflix, we'll take it. If it's live boxing on Amazon Prime, we'll take it. The thing is that what we really know is there is a home that's going to have to be made available to PBC. We know that. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence will have the rematch. They're about finding the home. Even if we talk about fights we want to see in 2024, they still have to be on the network. And we know PBC or Showtime Sports, they're not going to be working together. The entire broadcast is canceled. So with that being said, we know there's a new home somewhere. They didn't sign it yet. They'll be signing it soon because the announcement is coming soon. That's the deal. Amazon Prime has a very large subscription base. Why not? There's no way that they're gonna realize that the contract expired and they go out and say, you know what? It is what it is. This is our last day. Nah. That deal not over anyway. So they gotta find a home. The deal is not over between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You gotta find a home for the rematch. Either deal, and either way you slice it, PBC is going to be successful. So it don't really make a difference where the home is at, as long as the streaming is awesome, as long as the quality of the production is awesome, as long as the fights are competitive. I promise you, we're not gonna complain at nothing. Well, this was a beautiful live, wasn't it? Did y'all learn anything yet? Can I at least get somebody in the chat? I want to just confirm. Did y'all learn anything that you didn't know before you came in? Just yes or no. Just want to make sure I did my job. I want to make sure I empower somebody today. Can I get a yes or a no in the chat? As we're about to part ways till tomorrow, we back here again. Tomorrow, Thursday, 4 o'clock p.m., we back here again. Didn't I tell y'all? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I did say Friday too, but I forgot this Friday. I got, I'm scheduled to go to the fights here in Philly on Friday. So I might not do the live. I got to see if I do, it'll be like an hour long. I got to see though, don't quote me on that. I got the weigh-ins to go to tomorrow too. I'm gonna try to do that. We'll see. Thank y'all. So a couple people did learn something. Don't forget about those two processes in economics that affects all of us here in this country of America. Quantitative easing, fractional reserve banking. All right? And I will teach more about it in depth and how you and I can continue to learn more about it to circumvent it so that we can make sure that we are saving money in our pocket and not freely giving it away to people who didn't earn it. Asset protection, it's important. All right? And I love this show. We had a good show today, didn't we, y'all? It was awesome. Got some fun in there. Everything was cool today. Everything was all right. I have to say this because yesterday, as we were going off the air, I noticed that I received a Cash App. Not today, but yesterday. And I wanted to acknowledge that Cash App. Joseph Mui, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I've seen your name several times, of course. Double salute to you. Hold up, I gotta get my camera off now. Double salute to you, Joseph Mui. Thank you for your Cash App yesterday. As I was checking out of the broadcast, I saw that late, and I wanted to give you a public acknowledgement. Thank you so much for your support and contribution to the channel. I really appreciate that. Oh, that was Joseph Swab? Oh, okay, got you. Okay, Joe. Thank you always. Of course, Joe. Always a pleasure. Double salute to you, Big Joe. Appreciate you. I just saw a different last name. Appreciate you, man. So listen, y'all. Live and living color. Tune in tomorrow, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We back on the business, not business, business of boxing and the sport of boxing. We had a great time. Looking forward to engaging with you all tomorrow. Definitely will be in my thoughts and prayers as always. And you know what I'm going to say, right? Well, before I say my slogan, I want to let you all know I always come in the same way. No, I said it wrong. I always leave out the same way I came in, right? So if I use my intro to come into the live, I try to make sure I'm consistent with using my intro as an outro on my way out of the live. Y'all don't mind, do y'all? Good. You are so welcome, KQKC. KQ, don't forget, man, email me, man. MartyTheManager@gmail.com. I'll send you my number. We can talk sometime tomorrow or Friday or whenever. All right. Salute to each and every last one of you that were engaging in the chat. You all did a wonderful job, as always. Y'all was on point today, as always. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Don't forget, tomorrow, 4 p.m., come on through. Got a lot of business and sport of boxing to discuss. I'm Manager Marty. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you.